This is Josh from yourfitnesstrainer.net. What I'm basically going to be doing is describing what we use as personal trainers is called the straight line method of determining your maximum heart rate and your heart rate percentages in training zones that you're supposed to be in when you're actually doing cardio, resistance training, training for triathlons or whatever it is. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to use this handy dandy dry erase board, and I'm going to say that it's 220 minus age, whatever it is, and that's going to determine your max heart rate. So if I'm 20 years old, 220 minus 20 equals 200. That's 200 is my maximum heart rate, which is 100%. So when I want to burn fat, burning fat is 60% to 70% of my max heart rate. So what that generally is let's just say 612, so it's 120 and 714 and 140. So between 120 and 140 is fat burning zone, quote. I'm going to say quote. Next thing you do is, let's just say from 80 to 90%, and that's cardio. I'm going to put little quotation marks because I think they're cool. So that's basically going to be, what is it, 80% of 200 is 160, 90% of 200 is 180. You know, being 20 years old, it's very, very, very easy. So between 160 and 180, 120, 140. Okay, so that, it looks like that from afar. So, for the average person to start burning fat, you need to be in a target heart rate zone of more than, I'm going to just say it like this, 25 minutes. At above 60%. So being a 20-year-old, your 60% is 120, so you have to be 25 minutes higher than 120 in order to start burning fat. So if you come to me and you say, Josh, I did an hour of cardio, and I'm going to say, what was your target heart rate zone? Well, my target heart rate zone, let's just say, was 60%, which was 120, because I'm 20 years old. And then I'm going to say, okay, so you did 120 for the entire hour. And you're going to say, yes. So basically what you've done is 35 minutes in your fat burning zone. I'm just going to say fat burning zone because that's just the easiest way of describing it. So higher than 60%, you burn more calories. Lower than 60%, you burn less calories. But the benefit of doing cardio is to burn more calories. So that being said, when you are in 120 to 140 at 20 years old, you're actually burning less calories than if you were doing cardio 80% to 90%, which is 160 to 180. 20 years old, you will be burning a lot more calories. That's why it is very important to know that when you do cardio, you burn more calories. When you are doing the 60 to 70%, you're doing less calories. So basically put, 220 minus age, you're 20 years old, equals your maximum heart rate. Your maximum heart rate at 20 years old is 200. So 200 is 100% of your safe maximum heart rate, okay? So 60 to 70%, which is your fat burning zone, is 120 to 140. Cardio zone, 80 to 90%, which is 160 to 180. When you're doing fat burning zone, you burn less calories, but you're able to sustain it for a long period of time. When you're doing the training zone of 80 to 90%, you're doing cardio, the training duration is a lot less. So, in summary, cardio is great. But if you can only get your heart rate up to that 60 to 70% without feeling like you're going to pass out, then do the 60 to 70% for as long as you possibly can. And then every week, increase it by 10%, whether it's duration or whether it's intensity. So have a wonderful day. And in health and fitness,